Usher them for breed. She smelling like some Creed.
It's time.
Before ringing in the new year, we've got basketball to tend to. Can it be hard for players to stay focused?
Not really. I mean, these guys know they have a job to do. Maybe later they'll take part in all the festivities, but for now, it's all business.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Conley and Ann are the 1 and the 2. Julius Randle out there with Jaden McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the 5. Tatum with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Brown. Oh, wow!
Oh, my goodness. How about that move by Jaylen Brown? That is spectacular.
Edwards, no good. And here are the Celtics. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Brown finds Holiday. Back to Brown. White against Edwards. There's Tatum with the 3. Drains the triple.
Now, the ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch, those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
A 3 from the inbound. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by McDaniels.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a 3, he wants to come right back at you.
Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. So it's Boston now. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. And here's Brown for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Takes a 13-footer. Good work there as it goes. Edwards got 7 points in the game. The Celtics have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Pritchard. And here's Brown for 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Tatum following the score by Minnesota. And there it is for him.
Jason Tatum's jumper is just so pure. This guy is on point with the midi right now.
Pass to Gobert. Edwards against Holiday. Edwards, the pass to Conley. Back to Edwards. Over Holiday. Off the left rim and out. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Porzingis passes to Brown. Tatum from long range. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. He knows it'll be tough to score in the paint tonight. Gobert locks down the lane as well as anyone. He blocks shots, and then when you count up the numbers of shots he alters, you get a full picture of his dominance at the defensive end. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. That won't go either for Tatum. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Count it.
Boy, Mike Conley, the ability to change gears on the drive, that is pretty.
Celtics trail by 4. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, PA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
McDaniels. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Boston with some changes. Kornet's checked in for Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in for Holiday. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Ingles comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. Now here's Ingles. Here's Alexander Walker. No good off the front rim.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And stolen by Brown. Shoots over Ingles. Brown, no good.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And Naz Reid has proven to be a matchup nightmare for opposing big men, Doris.
He has, B.A., and the reason is he's bigger and stronger than most four men. Traditional fives are too slow to stay with him. He can space you out to the three-point line, or he can punish you on the inside. Naz has got big-time game. Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Pass to Pritchard. 6 on the shot clock. Alexander Walker grabs the board.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Randall, the pass to Ingles. Off target with the 3. Celtics trail by 5. It's Brown on the wing. Shoots over Randall. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Brown's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown working in that mid-range area. This guy knows it's got to be a part of your game.
Randall, good.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
20 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside, Brown. Off with the layup.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Back to the game after this break. Let's get you back to the action on the floor as the New Year's Eve festivities continue. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
It's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Shireman in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. He's scoreless. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Back to Ingles. Outside, DiVincenzo. No good with the triple. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
Sends it home from three-point land. DiVincenzo's got 6. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
Cornett's checked in for Boston. Springer comes in for Pritchard. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Dillingham's checked in for Ingles. Celtics trail by 11. And here's Tatum. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Nickeil Alexander-Walker picks one up.
Boy, over the years, Tatum has really mastered the art of drawing fouls.
Doris, it seems like every year, Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Boston making a switch here. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. And stolen by Holiday. The finish! And Holiday powers it home.
We are talking about an elite two-way player. Do your thing, Jrue Holiday.
Outside, Alexander Walker. The 3, DiVincenzo. Porzingis grabs the board. The Celtics have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Horford. Here's Hauser, covered by Alexander Walker. DiVincenzo with a steal. Here we go, all alone. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Horford. Still without a bucket. Pass to Tatum. Clock at 4. He shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's Tatum missing. Minnesota leading by 9. Here's Dillingham. Outside, Alexander Walker. Now here's DiVincenzo. Hounded by Tatum. Launches a 3. And DiVincenzo hits from deep. DiVincenzo's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Hi guys, the head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information. It appears that it's a severe migraine headache. Not just pain, but it's also impacting vision and making it very hard to play. They have given the okay to re-enter the game as needed, but we'll see what coach wants to do. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Allie. Well, it seems like it's not terrible, which is encouraging. I'm sure their athletic team is going to keep him hydrated with Gatorade, and maybe he'll figure out a way to get back on the floor. Boston, no good that time either.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather, talk things over. Some changes for Boston. Cornett's checked in for Horford. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. And it's White in for Jason Tatum. Porzingis passes to Brown. Now here's Holiday. Porzingis finds Holiday. Here's Cornett. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Yeah, what vision from Holiday. Seems to have a knack for getting it to his guys in great spots.
Brown with the block. And he recovers it. Here's DiVincenzo. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Porzingis. There's a minute 12 left to play in the second quarter. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate. Conley
passes to Randall. Edwards against Brown. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
Cadis checked in for Boston. Now here's White. No points yet. Pass to Brown. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Porzingis has got his first 2 points. Outside Edwards. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gobert passes to Edwards. The teardrop. And he takes it up and lays it in. Edwards has gotten 4 this quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Brown. Looking to end this cold spell. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Dante DiVincenzo making things happen for Minnesota. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. Their measurement of the shot.
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show it.
And a look now at some. And that's it for halftime. Thank you.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. It's been quite a game for Dante DiVincenzo.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1.
Guys, how about that body control from Porzingis? You think it's easy at 7'3" to gut your way through that kind of contact? That's nice.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Celtics trail by 16. Holiday surveying the floor. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
But boy, the added strength of Rudy Gobert over the years helps him complete the end one. You get the sense this guy loves to score the basketball.
There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Now here's White. No made baskets yet. Outside, Brown. Porzingis with a screen on McDaniels. And here's Brown for 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Randle, the pass to Edwards. Shoots over White. Edwards, no good. Celtics trail by 18. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Holiday against Conley. White for three.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Conley finds Edwards. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Edwards. Knocks it down from distance. Edwards got 16 points.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
White on the wing. Pass to Brown. To stop the run. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
You have to be careful when Jaden McDaniels is in your area as an offensive player. This guy is so elite defensively.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now here's White. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Taking a look at some numbers here for Jaylen Brown. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Tatum. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Randall.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Edwards looking for an opening. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 21 points in the game.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
White against Edwards. White, the pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Looking to get it going. Again, the miss by Boston.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Kept alive. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. And the Timberwolves call time here. And we're starting to see some big contracts for NBA head coaches, Doris.
B.A., whether we are talking about player contracts or coaches' contracts, the cost of business is the cost of business. And coaches, to me, earn every penny. Because what happens when teams underperform? The first fall guy is typically that head coach. I have 0 problems with the salaries.
Pritchard's checked in for White. For 3, DiVincenzo. Holiday grabs the miss. Boston's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. A nice shot by Tatum.
What a weapon the 3 has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
Pass to Minot. Back to Alexander Walker. DiVincenzo with it. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. DiVincenzo's got 15.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Now Tatum, there's the triple. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, Jason Tatum with the answer from 3. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. Here's DiVincenzo. Holiday grabs the miss. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Boston. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one, and that'll wrap up what has been a 5-game homestand for them.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
Now here's Ingles. Still no points. Pass to DiVincenzo. Misses the 3. Boston has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Brown. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
This is not what they need from him this quarter. He is way off.
for three. DiVincenzo. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Here's Tatum. And no good, trying to use the glass. And so it's Minnesota with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. Of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Miller's checked in for Minnesota. Clark comes in for Ingles. Offensive board.
That's the play they want them to start making. They want to be able to trust them.
Here's Hauser, guarded by Miller. Pass to Horford, stolen by Miller. Clark outside, fires high post, and DiVincenzo with a basket. On the assist by Clark.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Poke loose. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now here's Tatum. Oh, drains the 19-footer.
Looks like he's shooting with a lot more confidence here in the second half.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Drew Holiday's checked in for Boston. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Miller. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Clark. Here's Pritchard. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Here's Pritchard. On the wing, Tatum. Clock at 6. Puts up a 3. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now. After hitting only 1 from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Pass to Horford. Back to Tatum. Here's Hauser. Here's Pritchard. DiVincenzo covering. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And Boston with some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Hauser. And it's White in for Pritchard. Holiday finds Brown. Looking to get back on track. Oh, and Reed with a block.
Boy, give Naz Reid credit. He perfectly timed that block. Wow.
For three, DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by White. And White has got the ball here for the Celtics. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Outside Tatum. You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring. But Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
Garza's checked in for Minnesota. Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
Now here's Porzingis. From 8 feet away. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Kristaps Porzingis with that release point and that size, difficult to check in the painted area.
To the inside. It's stolen by Tatum. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Brown, and the jam by Brown.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Yep, that one goes. Brown. He's got 4 points now in the quarter. And Minnesota calls time here. Minute 32 left in the fourth. All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Donte DiVincenzo.
When you look at the stats from this game, truly, it was his from the start. His scoring's been great, but he's done so many other things on the court as well. Wow, I'm just so impressed with his continued play for his ball club.
Boy, he kicked it up another level in this one. No one saw this coming, especially this crowd. He caught everyone by surprise. Got a line change here for Boston.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Timberwolves.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And that's an important win. You never like to lose 2 in a row to a team, especially if you only see them 3 times.
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the bucket by the Celtics. Edwards, a pass to Reid. Shot clock at 6. Edwards, no good. Boston on offense. To the middle. Here's Tatum. Oh, and Reid with a block. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McDaniels finds Edwards. Here's Garza. Now Edwards. They set the pick.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
And he makes a first.
Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. 15 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Tatum against Reid. Tatum looking it over. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Donte DiVincenzo.
you.